That's very good, inspiring. So, okay, so you were going very smooth in your lecture to the colleges and all, it's very good.
Yes.
So, I'm hearing a lot about this Let's Feed,
Yes.
the voluntary work,
Yes.
which I'm, seeing these days
Yes.
all across Melbourne at least.
Yes.
So, what it is all about, when you're working, you'll be busy with your work and all. So, what made you to work as a volunteer or start this organization?
First of all, making voluntary work and doing contribution to the community has been part of my family. My parents and the grandparents, they were all parts of the different communities in India and contributing towards different social causes.
Yeah.
And so, with that social consciousness having inside your family values, I started helping whosoever was needy in 2007.
Okay.
So people who will come to me will say, "Oh, I've got this. I did not have insurance, car insurance, and I hit some car, and I got this $20,000 of bill now. And then what to do?" So I started helping them, started assisting them negotiate how with the insurance companies, and people would not have medical insurance because there was a gap that international students had to have medical private health insurance in first year, but in the second year nobody was checking them. So some students decided not to pay medical insurance. So if you have, I remember one student had his thumb was cut at work, and his boss at work, owner, sent him home. Well, then his thumb had developed infection, and then someone called me and said what to do. So how I started working was with individual cases.
Okay.
Because I was a lecturer at the age of very young age, 26, and a lecturer in Australia.
Yeah.
So people thought that I would know a little bit better, more than many people. So they would always call me, "Hello, sir," and as you know, the Indian culture, teacher is called sir.
Yes.
So I got the title of sir
Very good.
at a young age. Even children, the students' parents were calling me sir, so I became a universal sir. Like I remember my grandmother, everyone called her BB. Even the seniors of her age called her BB. So, and then I believe I developed an understanding of gaps. I developed an understanding that first year students do get medical insurance, but second year they don't decide not to renew it. It's a gap. It's a policy gap. Then I was exposed to the issue of family violence because female students, they were struggling with their assignments, they were having issues, and they would come and share with other students. Sometimes some girls had the courage to share with me as a teacher. As you know, teacher has a very respectful relationship. And basically for student teacher is next to parents. So that exposed me to an issue that in Australia, if you are permanent resident or citizen and you are going through family violence problems, then you are offered support such as safe home by the respective authorities. You are given legal guidance, you are given secure safety and all those things. But if you are not on permanent residence or citizenship visa and you are, let's say, international student, then the first thing they ask is, have you got Medicare? And you say no. And then the department and the respective agencies say, oh, we cannot help you. And that exposed me to at least 3-4 very difficult cases. In one case, this girl was an international student and had a 1-month-old son, baby boy, and her husband had left. There was no physical violence, but she could not work, she didn't have a car, and she was living in a rented unit. And someone called me, her nurse called me, because she was going to Sunshine Hospital. So a nurse called me and said, can you please visit her? I heard that you are doing a lot of work from the Sikh temple. Sorry, there's a gap in my story. I was nominated to a Gurudwara committee.
Okay.
I was on the committee because committee members across the different Gurudwaras said, can you please come on board and help us? You know, we need people like you, educated people, and who are ready to help.
Okay.
So I went there and I saw that in that home, she did not even have nappies. And then she didn't have any food, a little bit of food, what her hospital was giving me. But hospital said, Sunshine Hospital said, we can't offer her much. We are basically using whatever we have, some vouchers, because she is an international student and she's victim of family violence. We can only offer her what is available there. But as a victim of as a single mother, there are a number of things we can't offer. So that way, see, sometimes in your life you have triggers.
Yes.
It triggered me that it means it's a big gap. She may not be the only one suffering. And that exposed me to other problems. And then I started an organization called Jagriti.
Okay.
Jagriti, as you know, means awakening.
Yeah.
So I started with the former minister and approached her and I said, we need to do something and let's work on this issue. From Jagriti, Let's Feed emerged. Because through Jagriti, we were helping victims of family violence, and one of their needs was food.
Okay.
So we started helping them with non-perishable food, coals, fruits, cereals, breakfast materials, lunch, or the lentils. So then I started working with agencies that were helping the needy.
Okay.
Then that exposed me to other problems. I found that in Australia, homelessness is a problem. We have 100,000 homeless people at any stage in Australia. And youth homelessness below the age of 26 is quite high. It is rising. Homeless youth to the age of 14 can be seen. And I was exposed to social issues where I went along with the agencies that look after the people in need. And with my own eyes, I saw young people sleeping under the bridges, young people sleeping out rough in parks. And that exposed me to the social issue. And I thought, as you said, as one person, what can I do?
Yeah.
I thought, what can I do? Do I want to leave university job and work for social services? I thought, and then another trigger came. There are two very strong concepts in a culture. The Sikhism has langar. The institution of langar is basically meant for social problems like we were just talking, homelessness, and if there's a needy, if someone is not able to earn enough. And in Hinduism, there is a concept of Annadan.
Annadan, yeah.
So Annadan and langar, the basic principle is same, helping the needy. So the trigger came to me, and then I founded Let's Feed. The name came later, but the institution was formed many years ago.
Okay.
And we started helping whosoever needed food.
So is this actually only restricted to any community or region, or is it for anyone who are in need?
See, as I said, it's based on the concept of langar and annadan. Same. When you are doing annadan, do you want to know who the needy is?
Okay.
No.
So it's open for anyone.
It is open for everyone because that is the principle.
Yeah.
The principle is help the needy.
Yeah.
Donor can be Indian, donor can be non-Indian, the needy can be Indian, non-Indian, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So factually, a lot of Indian people are donating. But the needy people who are getting benefit is basically anyone.
Yeah.
Majority of the time, it's not Indian community.